In our last conversation, we stood at the edge of an abyss, a chasm created by a world accelerating so fast that it threatened to devour our connections, our values, our very souls. We saw the machine, the relentless gears of technology, consumption, and social pressure, and we felt the pull of its one-way path. We understood that to continue on that road was to lose ourselves. But as we stood there, a question hung in the air. Was there a different path? Was there a force powerful enough to slow this relentless race, to change our course, and to save ourselves? The answer, as we concluded, was a resounding yes. A power that doesn't lie in the institutions, corporations, or governments that created this path, but in us, in our quiet rebellions, in our conscious choices. This is not a romantic return to the past. It's a conscious, deliberate choice to build a future that is not defined by noise, speed, and endless consumption. It is a rebellion not of anger, but of awareness. A silent, gentle, yet incredibly powerful revolution of the self. Today, we will begin the journey of exploring this new path. We will talk about how we can take back our lives, brick by brick, from the inside out. Before we continue on this journey of self-reclamation, if the idea of living a more deliberate and conscious life resonates with you, this is the channel for you. Subscribe and join the community of courageous souls who are choosing to build a different path for themselves. The first and most powerful step in this revolution is the rebellion of slowness. In a world that celebrates speed and glorifies being busy, choosing to slow down is an act of defiance. It is a conscious rejection of the narrative that tells us our worth is measured by our productivity. This rebellion is not about laziness. It's about presence. It's about creating pockets of time in your day where you are not running, not consuming, not scrolling. It might be something as simple as choosing to walk instead of drive for a short distance, or intentionally leaving your phone in another room while you have a meal with your family. It is reading a book, a physical book with paper pages, instead of scrolling through articles. It is cultivating patience, not just with others, but with yourself. Patience to watch a sunset instead of just taking a photo of it. Patience to listen to a friend's entire story without thinking about your own response. This act of slowness is our first brick in rebuilding our lives. It allows us to step outside the frantic momentum of the machine and create a moment of clarity. It is in this slowness that we begin to hear the whispers of our true selves, drowned out for so long by the deafening noise. But slowing down is just the beginning. The next step in our revolution is to reclaim our inner world. In the last episode, we spoke about losing ourselves, about the existential dread of not knowing who we are. This feeling isn't an accident. It's a direct consequence of a world that constantly asks us to look outward. We are experts in other people's lives, but strangers to our own. To reclaim our inner world, we must learn to be the observer, not the participant in our own minds. We are not the voice in our head, the one that criticizes, worries, and judges. We are the one who hears that voice. This is a profound distinction. And in that space between the voice and the observer, our freedom begins. How do we cultivate this observer? It's through practices of silence, through meditation, through simply sitting still and paying attention to your breath. It is the brave act of sitting in a quiet room with nothing but your thoughts, without the comfort of a screen or a podcast. For in that silence, the endless chatter of the mind begins to fade, and the real self, the calm, centered, authentic self, can finally emerge. This is where true emotional regulation happens, not from a 5-second video trend, but from a lifetime of patient observation. We begin to understand our triggers, our fears, and our deepest desires, not through external validation, but through internal presence. This is the foundation of a life lived with intention, not reaction. This journey cannot be taken alone. The third step in our revolution is to rebuild the social fabric. The accelerating world convinced us that we could be fulfilled in isolation, connected to 1,000 people, yet known by no one. But the human soul craves deep, meaningful connection. It needs community. This step is about choosing quality over quantity. It's about moving from virtual connections to real ones. It's about prioritizing face-to-face conversations over text messages and video calls. It is about intentionally building a circle of trusted people who share your values and support your path. It's also about connecting with our roots. We've become so detached from our heritage, our local communities, and the wisdom of our elders. Rebuilding the social fabric means seeking out stories. Stories of where we came from. Stories that remind us that we are part of a larger human narrative, not just isolated products of the 21st century. This is how we begin to heal the loss of empathy, when we see a person not as a profile, but as a complex being with a history, with pains and joys. We can reconnect with our shared humanity. Community is not a luxury. It is a necessity for a soul that wants to breathe freely. Ultimately, this is our choice. The choice to slow down, to observe our minds, to rebuild our communities. It is not about turning our backs on technology, but about using it as a tool, not letting it use us as a cog. It's a choice to be a conscious force in a world that is running on autopilot. This is a path of resistance, a path of awareness, and a path of courage. It is not an easy path. The machine will fight back. It will tempt you with its convenience, its noise, its instant gratification. But your reward will be something it can never give you: a life of meaning, presence, and genuine human connection. A life reclaimed. So, are you ready to stop being a cog and start being a conscious force. If you found value in this journey, please subscribe to join our community. Leave a comment below and share one small rebellion you plan to make this week. And be sure to tune in for our next episode as we continue to explore how to build a life that is truly our own.